my Dwayne's View family. Thank you very much for being here and for the first Film Friday. I'm super excited. It's super new, so we're gonna get through this together. Got a cushion behind my back. I'm feeling comfy. I hope you're sat comfy with your cushion, or you've got a drink or food or snacks, because we're gonna watch the great Swedish adventure, or Allt för Sverige. I don't know if I said that correctly. So without further ado, let's get into this Film Friday. Let's go.
För ett år sedan steg 10 svensk-amerikaner i land vid Skånes kust. De fick vara med om en känslosam färd genom Sverige när de sökte efter sitt ursprung. En efter en slogs de ut tills bara vinnaren återstod.
I just won a reality TV show.
This is my family, my reward!
You know, when you look at family and you think they're the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, I think that's pretty close to the meaning of life.
Nu har det blivit dags igen för 10 amerikaner att ge sig ut på sin livsresa i jakten på sina förlorade.
Okay, so they've gone to find their Swedish roots. Interesting, because I know there's a massive migration of Swedish people to America, which I need to do a video on my YouTube at some point. But so this show is all about them finding their Swedish roots. Is it like a game show?
Svenska rötter.
I 8 avsnitt får vi följa dem i deras känslosamma sökande. I motgång och medvind, i besvikelse och glädje. Det blir en kamp för att hålla drömmen om en återförening med sin släkt vid liv. Till slut står endast en kvar, vinnaren.
Alla
At the end there can only be one.
har de samma mål, att vinna det stora priset. En återförening med sin svenska släkt.
Right, so the prize is a reunion with their Swedish relative. So it's like a long lost relative that they've never met before. That's wow, very emotional.
I have to meet them. There's no other choice for me. I have to meet them.
Cute start. Beautiful. Is that Sweden?
You know, where we are and whose family we're going to see and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, the emotions are running high.
I mean, I'm here. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I was ever going to be here.
Wow. So for some of the Americans, they've never been to Sweden before. And they've never experienced being in the country of their forefathers, of their ancestors, of their grandparents, or their great-grandparents. That's amazing. That must be an amazing feeling.
And I cannot wait to see what lies ahead.
It's incredible, and it felt like a dream. It felt like it wasn't real until now. Now it's real. I'm thinking about my mom. That's all I'm thinking about. I came here for her, so I could honor her, and
I feel quite emotional.
and yeah, really
This is just... Hello, how was the trip?
Awesome.
Tired? Tired?
Very.
Welcome to Sweden.
Thank you so much.
Or maybe I should say, welcome home.
Yes.
It's been a long time since your ancestors made a long, adventurous trip across the ocean, hoping for a better life and leaving relatives, friends, and a place they used to call home. During this trip through Sweden, we will visit places with strong connections to your history. Matthew, for example, your family is from around here.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
You didn't? Well, your great-grandfather grew up not far from here, in a house that's still standing.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah?
This will be so
Okay.
like overwhelmed with like emotion, you know, like feeling displaced as a person. Not displaced because obviously they call America home, but like having your roots from somewhere else but living in another country, and then finally being able to see where your ancestors are from and where they lived and how they lived, and you know, especially if you have a grandparent, your grandparent, you know, tells you about what it was like to live in the country of their birth, and yeah, you'd feel very overwhelmed. And I definitely relate to that. Massively feel I relate to that. Yeah. Why am I getting emotional? I don't know why. Yeah, it's very nice. I can just see it on their faces. I can feel what they're feeling. Like they're feeling. I can imagine what they're feeling.
You will all get to learn more about your past as long as you're still in the competition. Because this is a competition. There will only be one winner. 9 of you will have to leave before the end. And the winning prize is, of course, to be reunited with your long-lost Swedish family.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
And the water, it looks chilly, but so comfortable. I say we go for a swim later.
Those houses are so cute.
My first impressions of Sweden, it was breathtaking. The craftsmanship that is all throughout this little village is unbelievable. It just feels at home. And that is such a cool feeling, and what a great first impression.
That little dock around the family there.
Oh wow. So they're putting pictures. What are they trying to do to these people? Make them like break down? They're putting pictures of their family on these cabins, right? I think. These houses.
No kidding. That's amazing.
Hey, ladies, girls, come on.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Isn't that cool? My family left Sweden in 1870.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Does it tell you
How
where
old
this
this
is?
picture is. Well, they were all from Skaraborg. I mean, I'm Skaraborgian, I guess.
Where's, and that's around here?
That's no, that's southwest Sweden. I love it.
That's awesome. That is really neat.
Wow.
That's where my family lived. They knocked on that door. They ate dinner in there and did other things in that house, I'm sure, too, right? It's a manifestation of, my ancestors. They lived there.
Can you imagine if they did this for... I think it would be probably impossible, really. It wouldn't work, but I was just thinking, imagine if they could do it, really trace far back to, like, a lot of Scottish people who have their roots in Norway, Sweden, that part of the world, but it's too far back. We're talking about the Viking era for a lot of people in Scotland, so probably wouldn't work.
It's Vernon.
Vernon!
How cool.
That's beautiful.
No.
He's gonna break down.
Your grandmother was born. No. Oh my God.
That's so cool. How cool.
It's unreal because I've never seen the house before.
Where's the key to? That's got to be
Maybe we should keep looking. Maybe we should keep looking.
That's got to be your next hint or something, Vernon.
Oh my God, Vernon.
It's just amazing. One step closer to learning more about my grandmother. And now I got to find out what this is.
That's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. She was the rich one. That's a big house. Yeah, they were definitely a well-to-do family because obviously that's a family portrait as well.
But I think that they're my relatives, and I'm assuming that this was a house that they lived in.
But that picture is connected to someone who's alive.
You check the back of it?
What do you mean?
That they found the person who owned the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The picture belongs to somebody
someone
who
that
lives.
is my family member.
Yeah.
That potentially knows where this is. Maybe even lives there.
Yeah, cool. Yes.
It's awesome. Wow. That is just like kind of overwhelming, actually. It's just, it doesn't even seem real, you know? It's putting a piece of the puzzle together. It's amazing. Gosh. It's kind of emotional.
Very emotional.
In a good way. I've never seen this before, and it's pretty amazing to have this in my possession, and I can't wait to take it home and show everybody else. It's really awesome. Oh my God. I never knew them. Oh, wow.
It's like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow because I didn't have anything. And to have something to hold in my hand and see pictures of where I came from and where I get my eyes or my father gets his, just to know that this is what's been missing from my life.
Oh my God, your great-grandfather's mother.
I can see you in her.
Yeah. Are you serious?
I swear on my life. I see you in her.
I
do actually.
It's a goal. It's something I want to accomplish now. I have to win because I want to meet people. I want to meet relatives, and people, family.
Very emotional. Gosh, what are they doing? This show, guys. I'm gonna need a box of tissues. My eyes are already leaking, already tearing up. It's very emotional. It's lovely that I'm invested now. I'm very invested. Now I see why you guys wanted me to watch this. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Oh, she's got a lovely voice.
I hope that I can speak for everyone that as we all walked through this village today, we all felt a piece of our past, and that is something that is immeasurable, and you can't put a price tag on that. It's very special.
Well, she's got an amazing voice.
Ideally, I wish that we all could stay. But I know that's not the reality. I'm just hoping that I can keep on this journey and see this through. I really want to. I hope it happens.
Beautiful.
It's idyllic. It's like Disney does Sweden. I mean, you couldn't imagine it. I mean, this old fishing village, to stay there on the water and to fall asleep with the water lapping, I've always loved that.
Like a cheers in Swedish again?
Skål. 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 There you go.
I'm doing up.
Bottoms up.
I've only been here a short time, so it's really hard to grasp it all right now. It's still kind of surreal. But this is it for me. I mean, being at that little cabin, I was thinking in my mind, it doesn't get any better than this. I could just picture myself there forever.
Go.
Thank
There it
you.
is. Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Right? It's Vickerskull.
Now rub your stomach and say, that's delicious.
Megan's sitting here going like, now I found out why my family left. This is why they...
Do you know what's interesting? Because obviously they're ethnically Swedish or maybe half Swedish or whatever, but culturally very much American. Even their personalities and how like loud they are as well, very American. So yeah, there's one thing to be, I think, ethnically Swedish, but then to be culturally European and culturally Swedish is another thing. So they're probably going to get a lot of a culture shock. She just got a culture shock then when she was eating that egg. And what was that they were putting on the egg? It was like, let me know in the comment section on Patreon. What was that thing that they were putting on the egg? Was it like squeezy cheese? I don't know what that was. Didn't explain what that was. She doesn't like it though. Look at her face.
Yes, your family is also from around here. I will do anything to find out what's in this box. So bring it on. Give me some competition. Let me get to it. Get started. I'm ready. I want to know what's in there.
And I'm ready to find out what the competition is.
And then it says you are not allowed to open them before the time is right. Oh. That's just mean. Have fun, Anders.
God, I hope I win the opportunity to open that box. I'll do anything. I'll walk all over these people. No, they're wonderful people. Absolutely wonderful people. But really, seriously, I can't wait for the rest of the day.
Always from
My name's Matty Robinson. I'm 34, but I don't look a day over 27. I'm an actor. I'm originally from Minnesota, but now I'm living the dream out here in Hollywood.
We're the same age.
There's always been a strong interest, especially on my mother's side, to really delve into what our ancestry was, where we came from. I hope I can say, you know, Nani, I learned who we were. Did you know about these people? Did you know about this? Well, guess what? I met so-and-so, or I learned about so-and-so. If I can bring back a piece of that heritage for her, you know, how do you do that? I mean, you can't just put that in a souvenir bag, like bring home like a snow globe or something like that.
Local historians have some pretty bad things to say about this particular Lidfors. He appears as a brutal businessman. He's also described as dishonest. One of his customers literally froze to death outside after spending an evening with Eric Lidfors.
I don't know, it's interesting to come over and the first relative you learn about is you're ashamed of.
One of Eric's 17 children was a son who was given the name Henrik Jakob Lidfors. He married Ingrid Margareta Sundvold, and the couple had 2 children. The youngest of these children is Eric Johan Lidfors, born April 23rd, 1877, your great-grandfather.
Okay.
And it says here that Eric, who's eventually going to come over to the States, didn't have the best role models. In fact, there's a cousin here, probably murdered his own mother one night.
Whoa.
2 years after his sister moved away, Eric Johan was convicted of bootlegging alcohol.
He seems to have reached bottom when he and a friend are arrested and charged with assault and battery against a local official. Records show that Eric Johan and his friend got drunk one January Sunday and assaulted a respected local bureaucrat.
Wow.
That he was so badly beaten that he was forced out of work for a period.
I respect the show for not just showing the good parts of history and the good parts of Sweden. You know, humans are humans and we are people, and families are vast. You know, how many like great grandparents have you got? Is it like 6? It's more than that. I don't know how many. It's quite a lot. And at the end of the day, there's always someone in your family that is not going to be a nice person, or may have not done the best things with their life. And that's real. That's real life, you know. But it doesn't stop you wanting to know where you're from and your heritage and the people that are connected to you. Because I've done a lot of family tree in my family, and I've found a few things about my great-great-great-grandparents. The only ones I could trace were the ones that are from Scotland. I couldn't trace the ones in Africa because information has been lost in time. But the ones in Scotland, there are a variety of people. There are some relatives that, you know, were lawyers for plantation owners, for people that own slaves, and their blood is running through my veins. You can't help the makeup of you, but you can help what you do as an individual, how you live your life. So the moral of the story is live your life and don't worry about what your ancestors did. Just try to be better than them.
In 1903, Erik Johan finally had enough, and he decided to emigrate. He leaves Sweden on July 2nd, bound for Minnesota. Once in America, he marries his cousin, Anna Elisabeth Lidforth. In the new country, Erik succeeds. He chooses a centuries-old family profession and makes it his own.
Oh, he married his cousin. Was that something that was quite normal back in those days? I mean, it was normal back in the day. There's a bird flying on my porch. Sorry. That's why I'm looking over there like, is that a bird? Yeah, is that something that's normal in Sweden? Was normal in Sweden back in the day? Because I know it was quite a normal thing for a lot of countries back in the day, marrying your cousin. You know, it was like a close-knit community, and inevitably you'd end up marrying a cousin. Just interesting. The actual house.
I came here dying to know, especially about Carl and the Lidforth side. But this is, I'm sorry, I think of myself as a good communicator and pretty articulate. But this is sort of beyond the pale of whatever I imagined. Oh, wow. I could see this is the kind of place where your imagination might run wild with you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to make up your stories here. All of this, there is something there. And that's, it seems like every generation of those men and their families tried to be better, tried to be better people. My dad definitely has gone to the ends of the earth. He didn't know his father, but to try and provide and be a great dad so that I can be even more successful than he is. I'm going to be the same way. I am destined to be a dorky dad. That's all we are. We've gone from murderers and usurers, and now we're just, all we want to do is be dorky dads.
This show is just so... I love it. It's heartwarming.
Ready? Yes. 3, 2, 1. Do it. Ah!
Well, the first lesson will be the Swedish language. We start with the two words, yes and no. We have them. But in our own way. Ja. 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 Nej. Nej. Well, we need a lot of different kind of yes. Because in Sweden, we want to avoid conflict. The everyday kind of yes is actually, yeah, it's just It's not 100% yes, really. If you say, did you brush your teeth today? It's that kind of yes. Ture, did you brush your teeth today? Very good, very good. And then we have our everyday kind of yes, absolutely. Offer fun.
Offer fun.
Offer fun. Yeah, it's yes, absolutely.
If I'm drinking, if somebody asks me if I want coffee, ja för fan. If I want schnapps or beer, ja för fan.
But we have no. Nej.
Nej.
But you won't hear it that way. Nej is only used for children and dogs. Or at dinner. Nice dinner, have to finish with. Nej, det är dags att tänka på refrängen. Time to think about the chorus. Ture?
Yes.
Nej, det är dags att tänka på refrängen.
Nej, jag tänker tacka.
Nej, det är dags att ta... I can't do it either.
Good.
I don't know that I could talk to the Swedish people very well. I don't understand the accents on the words because it seems like you guys say things that are like, maybe I would say water, you would say water. It would be fun to try.
Det här är väder.
Väder.
Det här är vader.
Vader.
Väder.
Väder. Vader. Väder. Vader.
Kor.
Kor.
Kör.
Kör.
Kaos. Choir. Bar.
Bar.
Bår.
Bår.
Before and after.
Yeah, before and after.
That's quite funny.
Very good, very good. But we also have those Swedish expressions. First we have, nu är det kokta fläsket stekt. Megan?
No, är det keska fläsket? Oh, shit.
The next one is very, very common. Det knallar och går. It's another way of saying it's okay, sort of. How are you? Then you say, det knallar och går.
No, not close.
Struggle. I feel like they felt this was going to be a lot easier than it is. They were like, yeah, I'm going to go to Sweden and I'm just going to be Swedish. No, you have to learn the language. And then they quickly remember, oh, wait, I'm American. This is a lot more difficult than I thought.
My great-grandparents probably swam in this sea, so I have to swim in this sea once while I'm up here.
Cool.
Here, actually, maybe we should hold hands.
Okay.
What a wonderful place to grow up in, you know? I wouldn't leave this.
No.
But then again, if I was broke and no food, maybe.
It's not terrible.
Oh, no. The rocks are probably really slippy.
It's not your... Oh, my gosh. Save me.
The sun's coming out.
Oh, Travis.
Yeah, Travis is supposed to save you.
Oh, my God.
I am getting out.
How do you fall over twice?
It still has not set in that I am in Sweden. I still think, oh, I must be in America somewhere, and I'm just walking around, and it's like, I am where my ancestors were. It makes sense to me. Maybe it's just this area, I don't know, maybe the rest of Sweden is different, but the plants, the woods, everything, the climate, I feel like this is what I like. This is who I am. I'm 32 years old, and I live in Montana.
So, to be fair, she lives in a part of America that is quite, the terrain looks quite, you know, similar to Sweden in a lot of ways, like where her family are from, the part of Sweden their family are from, looks like there's a lot of water, a lot of lakes, a lot of trees and woodlands, so they would have felt probably right at home in that part of America.
Life in Montana is really good. We've been able to settle here, and it's a small town, and we've made some really good friends. Well, I would say that I've always had a desire to see Sweden, because in my mind it's always been this talked about, you know, almost like this utopian place.
She looks very Swedish. If that's, you know, if there is a Swedish look that, you know, us in everywhere else in the world we think Swedish people look like, she looks like the archetype of a Swedish woman. Long blonde hair, blue eyes. She looks like she's great bone structure. Looks like she's tall as well. She looks Swedish.
I want to know about my family history because I've always really identified as being a Swede, obviously. Everyone always comes up, oh, you're Swedish. Yes, I'm Swedish, but really I don't even know what that means. In the latter part of the 19th century, there was a string of poor harvests that plagued all of Europe. Sweden did not escape the misery this phenomenon caused, and neither did your family and those living around them. The impoverished population, especially here in northern Sweden, began to starve.
Oh, God.
I just didn't know any of that. I mean, really. And I didn't realize how hard it was. Ultimately, the difficulty became too much for Fair Johan and Jonas Valfrid, who became the first in the family to make the decision to leave Sweden in search of happiness in the New World. Just 3 months later, the family's dear matriarch, Anna-Britta, dies of tuberculosis.
Oh, God.
Only one of Anna-Britta's children had not yet reached adulthood by her death, 11-year-old Frida Nicolina.
So sad.
You know, we have it so easy. Relative to them. I mean, she lost her mom. Frida Nicolina had been living in America for 6 years before she gets married to Peter Ostman. He, like her, is a Swedish immigrant. They have 2 children together. Okay. One of these children is a son named Peter Ostman, and he, dear Anna, is your farfar. My grandpa. That's an amazing story. Wow. I did not know that. I didn't realize how hard life was. But I guess that makes sense why they would...
I'm getting emotional again because I'm thinking about my grandparents and the journey that they took to England from the Caribbean, just to have a better life, to provide a better life for their family, their children. I have 2, and I have an auntie and uncle that were born in Jamaica, and they came over with their 2 children, and then they had more children. They had my dad in England, and I'm very grateful for, you know, the sacrifice that my grandparents made to leave where they grew up, and so that my parents and me, that I could have a life living in a country where it was more prosperous. So I'm very grateful for that, and yeah, that's why I got emotional. I kind of relate.
Believe this. I can really see how it has just come down and come all the way down to me, and I'm gonna keep it going with my kids. Yeah. Oh. What is this place?
That's a beautiful house. Wow.
Oh my gosh. That is incredible. I feel very at home here. I feel, in fact, like I could live here easily. Like this is my epitome of beauty and peace and what home is. I think I'll look back on this day as life-changing, just in some respects. It broadens the picture of everything, of me. I wonder if this was my great-grandma. I think I was just expecting a story and a dialogue, and this was almost more of a day of discovering myself, like putting pieces of a puzzle together. And it's been an awesome experience.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Norrfällsviken. We will serve you this evening a delicatessen from this area.
Okay.
In Swedish, it's named surströmming.
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 I think that was
And I think in your language is the name fermented herring.
Yes.
Is it safe to eat?
We can say so that...
I only know that name, surströmming, because it was on one of my YouTube videos. I can't remember which one it was. exploring Swedish food, so I remember that name.
All people that lives here, mothers have eating fermented eggs sometimes, and everybody leaves.
All right.
Oh, I thought you said everybody leaves.
No.
Okay.
Everybody lives.
Yeah, that is a little bit better.
Yeah. So then we start serve you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that's what it is? It's like a taco? It's like a taco.
It's like, that is the most American thing I've ever heard. Is it like a taco?
Maybe this is just like the bread before dinner.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And now we shall test the delicatessen from the North Sweden.
There it is.
They don't look impressed.
That even sounds good.
Oh
yeah. There it goes.
Oh my God. It was like a really bad fart. Like horribly bad.
I want to meet the guy that came up with, hey, let's ferment fish and eat it. What?
Okay. A little bit onion.
Can't have a burger.
Yeah, fish is just not my favorite of foods. We all kind of felt nauseous and sick. It was pretty strong.
Listen, this is your culture. This is your great grandparents' culture. So yes, you need to try it. But then there's stuff that my grandparents was like, oh yeah, we eat this in Jamaica. Do you want to try it? And I was just like, oh no. What was one of them? Oh, what was it? It was something like ox tongue or something tongue related. And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not trying that.
And
that's a big bite.
Get ready for the beer.
I don't know. Maybe it is the Swedish in me. I'm not sure, but it tasted really good.
I feel like I have
There you go.
Okay. So
all right, here we go.
onion, sour cream.
I love it.
and
It's salty.
tomatoes. What else was there?
Potatoes.
It's exactly what I thought it would taste like salty fish.
1867 drabbades Sverige av missväxt. Året därpå fortsatte det med torka och uteblivna skördar i hela landet. Fattigdomen var redan utbredd, men nu utbröt hungersnöd och många valde att lämna landet. Utvandringen kom att växa till en massrörelse och det fanns flera orsaker. Ett inskränkt politiskt och religiöst klimat fick också det många att lockas av friheten och möjligheterna i Amerika. Och när emigrationen till sist klingade av i 1900-talets början bodde var femte svensk i USA. 1,3 miljoner människor hade lämnat Sverige.
1.3 million. Wow, like a mass migration of Swedish people to America. Wow.
Det är många hej då, vi ses nog aldrig mer. I Allt för Sveriges första lagtävling tänkte vi återskapa avfärden, om en lite lättsammare tappning, och låta våra amerikaner tävla i 2 lag om vem som snabbast kan stänga torpet, ta sig över havet och slå sig ner i det nya landet.
Okay.
Today.
Oh, okay.
Team challenge.
Team challenge.
Oh, my first thoughts on this team challenge. This starts to change it. It moves from all being together in one to starting the competition on this to build the journey and get to the finish line.
Going to America.
Red team.
Yellow
Travis.
We're on teams.
Oh my God. All right, red team.
Red team,
Travis.
yellow team.
Deborah. Kelsey. Vernon. Walter.
Yep.
The first thing I thought when we got our teams was we have a fantastic team.
Först så gäller det att lägga locket på brunnen och sen så snabbt som möjligt hämta all packning in i torpet.
Okay.
För att få plats med allt som ska med över Atlanten måste deltagarna pussla ner alla saker i kofferten för att den ska kunna stängas. Därefter ska en av dem klättra upp för stegen för att hämta matsäcken inför resan. Flaggan ska hållas och måste ju också med i båten. Resan går via Storbritannien innan man går i hamn vid Ellis Island i New York. Där ska den svenska flaggan slutligen hissas.
Okay.
Det lag som gör...
So they're simulating the mass migration. So also you guys went obviously the Swedish people that left, the 1.3 million Swedish that left, went via England. So did they stop off at England on the way to America? And I wonder if any of the Swedish people that stopped off at America in England, did any of them stay in England? That'd be interesting.
The winning team will get a glimpse of what's ahead. A 1-minute phone call to one of your lost Swedish family members. Waiting and hoping to meet you at the end of this journey.
When Anders said the winning prize was going to be a chance to get to talk to your relatives for a minute, I was just excited because I really wasn't expecting that. I usually don't try to boast about anything, but in my head, I want to win, and I'll do everything it takes to win.
Okay, are you ready to go?
Yeah. We're all set and ready.
Klara, färdiga, go!
Ready and go. Nice and easy, no fall over. No fall over.
You said don't fall over.
In place.
Is that the same woman that fell over in the water? Or is that just me?
Go in the house. The first load is. First load. Go, go, go. You're on top of this. It's not gonna fit.
Splash.
No, when this was this.
There.
I'll go left to the right. Go. Ready? Get in.
We need to move to the right. Or left. Keep going. Oh my gosh.
Power.
Keep turning.
Turn in. This way. More.
I think they did really well because the way they were pushing the boat out of the water with haste, I feel like they may have won. I could be wrong.
I'm juiced. My team is amazing. I'm in love with them. That was great.
Teamwork.
You need to be at the
box.
The prize, whoever wins, it's pretty neat. That's what we're here for. That's what I want.
People are falling over all the time. What's going on? Oh, okay. Does that mean the other team got 130? Let's see that again. Sorry, guys. I missed that. The time. So they did that in 1 minute 26 and the other team did it in 1 minute 36. So they're faster. I think the boat, they're going to be slower in the boat. I think. They're a lot slower in the boat.
Okay, that you really did well, both teams.
Red team.
It was very tight.
I think.
The difference was only 19 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, man.
The winning team made it in 4 minutes, 45 seconds. And that team was red team.
I knew it.
It was awesome. I mean, we worked hard and we deserved that for sure. So it was great.
It was the boat. It was the boat. Like they were trying to get two people. One, and I understand the strategy, but you need to be able to row at the same time. If you're doing one oar each, you need to row at the same time. And they were like this. It didn't work.
The other team. I feel like we gave it our best shot, and it is what it is, and we go from here.
There wasn't much.
The fact that I might be going home, it's always the politically correct thing to say. I don't mind if I'm the first person to go home. Well, of course, I would mind. I want to stay. I've gotten a taste of this, and I love it. I want to stay.
We won the challenge, so all of us get to make a 1 minute phone call to one of our relatives.
Wow.
I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, what would be the one question that I would have to ask? I'd want to know exactly who they are and how we may be related.
I know of no single living Swedish relative that I have in this country.
Very emotional. I'm so emotional. I don't know why. Like, it's a very heartwarming show, and yeah, special, isn't it? A special feeling being able to trace your ancestry and meet your long lost relatives, and especially if you've lost that loved one that was from that country. I can understand the way it'll make you feel, you know, meeting a long lost relative. I am thoroughly invested in this TV show, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first Film Friday. Episode 2 is coming next Friday, so I hope you stay along with me and go on this journey and have more teary eyes and enjoy this competition. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, I will see you later.